Hello, good morning, everyone in the brand new Physical Therapy Business Builder group. First change the name from Drop the Physical Therapy Drop-Offs because it's kind of evolved a little bit past it. Jerry's starting to post a whole bunch of stuff in here, and it deals with drop-offs, but not directly. So we kind of changed the name to show a little bit more of what the group is and what the group's about. And going down that avenue, we're going to discuss emails today. Hey, Brenda, how's it going? How are you this morning? I absolutely loved seeing you again. I saw you in Austin, and now I saw you in Clearwater. It was an absolute joy seeing you, but I digress. So what I want to talk about is your emails, right? Your email open rates. They're going down. Hey, Dean, how's it going? Your email open rates, they're dropping. Like, they're continually dropping. It doesn't matter how good the copy is. Like, the medium is dying, right? There's more and more and more. We all see it. Your email box is full. You're unsubscribing. You're putting things to the bottom. Yeah, it definitely was great to hang out, Brenda. I enjoyed it immensely. The pleasure was all mine. But yeah, so you see your open rates, they're dropping. It doesn't matter how good your copy is. They seem to be dropping, right? So there are things you can do. There's stuff that you can do to improve this. The number one way to get somebody to open up your email, I'm in a waiting room at a hospital. I got a friend who's in for surgery, so I took off work so that I could take him to surgery today. So if it's a little noisy, I apologize. I'm in the hospital waiting room. So the number one way to get people to open your emails is to ask them if they got your email. Number one, tell them that you're sending the email. Let them know that it's coming. If you're seeing this person face-to-face in your practice, this is after somebody's already showed up or called your practice. So you tell them the email's coming. You frame their expectation. Hey, Mark, how's it going? So you tell them, hey, look, the email's coming. I'm going to be sending you an email. And when I send you emails, make sure you open them. I send you very important stuff in there. We get the person in the habit of opening your emails. That's one way. The next thing we do is we make them personal. You've got to figure out, if your CRM can't do it, you've got to find another one that can make them personal, that can data mine and is HIPAA compliant. That's another way. When you open up a personal email and it's talking about you personally, to you personally, not like your name, hey John, how's your back? You know that's BS, and then there's 5 miles of copy after it. We all know it's garbage. The patient knows it's garbage. You know those ones that you get just like that are all garbage. You've seen that same format 1,000 times, right? So make it personal. If you make it personal, if you include personal content in it, they're going to open the next one. Like, this is common sense. If you're talking to them on a personal level, they're going to open it up. Then after you send them the email and they show back up in your practice, ask them, hey, did you get my email? Shocker. If you ask people about it the next time that they get one, they're far more likely to open it. They're over twice as likely to open it because they know you're going to ask them the next time they see them. And they also think that you're actually really sending them the email, right? So these are like 2 methods to really improve your email marketing. Number one, get right the word you in your emails. You do not want to talk about your practice, we, I. Everything is about you. So make everything about the other person. That also really helps. Catchy taglines, yeah, they help a little bit, but they're not as effective anymore. They're dying more and more every day. What's coming next in marketing, right? So text messages are huge. The open rates they blow any email out of the water. They absolutely destroy it. One problem. These have to be generic. You cannot make these specific unless you're using some HIPAA compliant platform, at which point you run into a barrier, a login barrier between you and the patient. So for right now, I recommend that you keep those generic. So when you're sending them to people, you're not, they're still going to open them because they're coming from you. Again, frame the expectation. I'm going to send you some text messages. Hey, did you get my text? Ask the other person, you know. And the next big thing is ringless voice calls. I kind of blend all of these into my software into one cohesive unit and use them together. But the ringless voice calls are amazing, right? It shows up as a missed call on their phone with a voicemail, and your voice is recorded on the other end. So it's, say you're whoever their therapist is, it's recorded on the other end. So this is an amazing way to get them. When you leave somebody a voicemail, they check it. Like it's way higher than text, than email. It's the number one right now. But I recommend that you use kind of the three of them together. There's some things that you can do, right? So you can use something like Slide Dial. Your email marketing, you use that, MailChimp, Infusionsoft, Active Campaign. There's all kinds of stuff. Yeah, definitely, Brenda. The ringless voice call, it's amazing, and it takes time off people's plates. So, if I can send you a ringless voice call, if you don't, you drop off, instead of me actually having to make the call, if I could just send you a ringless voice call with my voice saying, "Hey, it's Ray with BellaCare. Hey, I was just reviewing, and I saw you haven't been in the past week. I was wondering what was going on. Hey, sorry I missed you. Just give me a call whenever you get this." Right? That saves so much time for you and for the front office. It's just incredible how much time can be saved, and how much re-engagement you get, how much more money you can make. Because a lot of times the process is the front office calls, right? So the front office calls and they try to get them in. The only problem is, as Jerry will tell you, the front office doesn't own this relationship. You own the relationship. Hey, Tyler, how's it going? You own this relationship with the other person. The front office doesn't own it. So if the front office is calling, they're less likely to return. Our internal data shows that they're over 50% more likely to return if the therapist calls. So we have the therapist call. The only problem is the therapist doesn't have time. Are you kidding me? I've got freaking an hour and a half, 2 hours worth of paperwork sitting there. I'm going to be doing it Saturday morning. I'm not going to be spending any time with my kids, and now I need to make phone calls. Is this a joke? We wonder why we get blowback from people when we tell them they need to do that. Of course they don't want to do it. So what we do is record a message from them one time. Hey, this is Ray with BellaCare. Hey, I was just reviewing this, and I saw you haven't been in a week. We discussed during the initial visit how important adherence is in order to be able to get your life back. Hey, I'm sorry I missed you. Just give me a call back. Record it one time. You're done. Forever. It just goes. It's an automated system. It just runs for you. And we follow those up with texts and emails. You can re-engage your patients like never before with less work than ever. Right? So that's what's next. That's the thing that is coming next. And it's going to make your life easier. Well, it's actually here. I built it. But everybody else is going to start getting on board once it starts to really, really work. Hey, Mike, what is going on, man? How are you? Mike, I absolutely enjoyed meeting you, man. It was awesome meeting in person. We talked a bunch of times online, but it was nice meeting in person. And you're an awesome dude. Can't wait to further the conversation with you, man. But so that's the thing. So emails, just a quick review. Emails, first off, tell the person that the email's coming. You want to improve your open rates, tell them the email is coming. Then number 2, make that email personal. There has to be personal information in it, and it's got to be right up front. Top headline, it's got to be right there. Because if it's not right up front, if it's not right on top, they're going to do the same thing they do with every email that you do when you open an email. You start skimming it, and you read the first sentence or two, and then you dump it. I love meeting you. Yeah. Oh, hey, not a problem, man. The pleasure was all mine. I really enjoyed meeting you. So they're going to skim it and dump it. So you got to put that stuff right up top. The personal information needs to be right up top, right up front, so that the person thinks right away, this is not an automated email. Somebody actually wrote this to me, right? Nobody actually wrote it to them, but they think somebody did, which is the same thing. It's just as good. Then the other way, whenever they come in and they show up at your practice, this is for email sequences that you're running while they're a patient. You ask them if they got your email, right? So then all of this throughout the treatment session, you doing this over and over and over again, it creates a habit in the other person. They get in the habit of opening your email. And go figure, once you develop that habit, they continue it. And if you're using the right CRM, you're creating this personal relationship. The personal information's in there, and you're creating a personal relationship. If you're writing them pages upon pages upon pages of copy, forget it. To past people, it's just not going to work. They dump it. Nobody's reading that. I'm not reading that. Mike, if you send me something, Brenda, if you send me something, I love you guys, but I'm just not going to sit there and I'm not going to read like 3.5 pages worth of stuff. Again, I have an hour and a half worth of paperwork I get to. They have their stuff that they've got to get to. The patient does. They've got all kinds of other things going on in their life. People are vying for their time. They're not going to read your stuff. So make sure to keep that copy short and personal. If you want them to open it, if you want them to read it. So those are two things. Then what's coming next? Next are those text messages and the ringless calls that go straight to voicemail, right? Those are the next things that are going to be coming from marketing, right? Because it allows you to personalize the outreach. The entire purpose of all of the CRMs and all of this stuff, if you look at Infusionsoft, ActiveCampaign, MailChimp, all these companies were started like 2001 to 2003, right? They're old tech. They are so old tech, and they're dying and dying and dying more every day. Hey, Katie, absolutely enjoyed meeting you. It was awesome meeting you. I hope you join SSPT with a bunch of the people that are in there. I'm in that. Anyway, so the things that are coming. The ringless voicemails, the text messages. So when you sequence all of these together, right, you're hitting the person 3 different ways. Infusionsoft, ActiveCampaign, they worked well at first because people saw their name in it. They're like, oh, this is an email just to me. Look, there's my name. Yeah, it doesn't work anymore. Everybody knows it's BS. So now we got to move on to the next thing. You have to find a way to reach the customer. To basically, unfortunately, do the same thing. You got to fool them to make them think that it's real. Because let's be honest, we don't have the time to do it. I don't have the time to call each and every one of my patients all the time. I don't have time to send them text messages all the time. I've got so much freaking paperwork I got to get to. We don't have it. Tara, hey, how's it going? Awesome to see you. So we've got to find new ways to reach them, and they're there. They're there. We've just got to start sequencing them. You just got to start using them in your practice. Tara, you should go back and watch this thing from the beginning, because this is the stuff that we were talking about. But yeah, I mean, it's just incredible what happens when the patient thinks that the outreach is real. Right? That's why email marketing works so well. That's why Infusionsoft, ActiveCampaign, MailChimp, all of these, when they started, they worked phenomenal. Open rates were through the roof. Why? Because people thought they were real. They hadn't seen anything like it before. The text message marketing and the ringless voice call marketing is the next thing. Combining that with asking people if they got your stuff, telling people that the stuff is coming, is going to create a system. That system is going to re-engage your patients like nothing ever has before. And, it's awesome. And more, I think every day that I'm not so sure that I'm even supposed to be practicing anymore. Like, I love it, but this is my, this is where I need to be. Like, I want to help all of you guys. I met so many people this weekend that I absolutely love. So many people that I want to improve their lives. Am I better serving you guys there or not? I'm sorry, I'm getting off on a tangent here. But hey, thanks for watching. Hey, oh yeah, definitely, Terry. Go back, watch it from the beginning. I kind of sequence how all of this works, and we were having a discussion. We're talking about Infusionsoft. If you watch this, you'll see how we're different. You'll see how what I do is totally different. But if you don't necessarily have to use my software, just you can sequence this yourself. There are things out there. You can put them together. It's a little more difficult to manage, but you can do it. Each of those have costs, especially the ringless voicemail. The text messages you can find relatively cheap. Hey, I'm always trying to keep it real, Mike. But hey, thank you guys so much for checking in. It looks like Katie, Mike, and Tara are still left. Hey, thank you guys for checking in. Tara, I've enjoyed talking to you. Mike, Katie, I really enjoyed meeting both of you. Yeah. Hey, thanks, man. I'm glad you liked it. But hey, I'm gonna get going here. My friend is hopefully gonna be out of surgery soon. If not, I'm just gonna sit here and pound away on my keyboard, get all my paperwork caught up. So hey, everyone, I hope you have a great Friday and a great weekend. Take care.